Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones. Last time on Game of Thrones, we had a Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's the night before the battle. The hours leading up to the battle with the White Walkers. Ooh, a lot of things went down. We got stuff. We have a battle plan of luring out the Night King using Bran and taking out the Night King in order to kill all the White Walkers. Brienne was knighted by Jaime. Jon confessed to Daenerys that he is a Targaryen. And honestly, that's pretty much all we need right now. We're moving on. We're moving on to the third episode of Season 8. The battle with the White Walkers. It's gonna go down. This is where I say no spoilers. Don't be a dick, no spoilers. With all this being said, let's get into this episode of Game of Thrones. Here we go. Oh shit. Drogon and Rhaegal are ready. Wait a minute. Melisandre. What's up, girl?
Tell them to lift their swords.
Okay. Whoa. Oh, God. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that'll turn up the lights. We haven't seen them yet, though. Uh-oh. Oh, man, and Ghost is there, too. Man, I don't want to lose Ghost. Their lights are going out. The Dothraki lost. Yeah, there they are. Oh my God, there's so many of them. God, how do you stand your ground in all this? Oh, guess who's here? Yeah. Your queen has come. Talk about... Oh my gosh, Jon's here too. Jon's doing it too. Oh, that's awesome. There's the White Walkers. Please don't lose Rhaegal. Uh-oh. Storm's coming, Annie. This is just a bad. This is so a bad. No. No, Ed. Oh, God. Oh, dang it, that was Drogon. I thought that was at least Viserion. Like, hit each other. They're gonna get to her. This is where she dies. Oh! Oh, get out of here! Whoa! Well, Lord of Light came through.
Maybe we should have stayed married.
You were the best of them.
What a terrifying thought.
Well,
the things I did.
Everything you did brought you where you are now. Where you belong.
yeah.
Home.
Man, Bran is the ultimate forgiver.
going to go now.
Where?
Well, where?
There he is. Above the entire battle. They've stopped. They're not even gonna try. Well, that guy tried. Are they putting it out? They're creating a bridge. Oh, they created bridges to get over. Oh, you want to talk about best zombie apocalypse because it's a war. Yeah, Arya with her double spear. All right. Whoa, did it break apart? Is it supposed to do that? Oh God, a white giant. No, Lyanna! No, one of my favorite characters. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Oh, she may be dead, though. Dodge! Oh my gosh. Oh, she is getting the crap out of dodge. Oh my gosh, my dragon fight! Oh! This is not where I thought the show was going at all from when I first started. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Alright, stay on alert. Where is he? Oh, I don't like how quiet this is. Ha! Faceless man. Did that work? Shit. Oh. Ew. Ah, there they are. Arya! Oh! Holy crap, that was a Jedi move right there. Nope, they got him. Dang it. Nobody knows the prayer.
The Lord brought him back for a purpose. What do we say to the God of Death?
Not today.
Not today.
Yes! Oh! Oh, yeah, John! Dragon fight! This is what I wanted! Oh god, that is terrifying. Oh my gosh. He's trying. I think he wants another dragon. Oh! Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. He's still alive. Burn him. See what happens.
Dracarys.
Oh god. Oh, this is not going to work. He's still alive. Even Dragonfire doesn't work. Look, he's smiling. Fuck you. No. No. Run over there and kill him. Oh no. Everyone in the crypts. Girl, you need to fly. Come on. They cannot take out Drogon. Fly up! Twist them all off! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She fell off. Yeah, just shake them all off. Come on, Drogon cannot die here. Jorah? Yeah, Jorah! Oof. It's getting desperate. Even she's gonna fight. He made it. He made it there. All of them made it there. Come on. If there was ever a time to kill the Night King, it'd be right now.
Theon,
Yeah.
you're a good man.
He's gonna try. Damn it. Yeah, I think that's Viserion. Because he's got the injuries on his neck that Drogon gave him, I think. Oh shit! You get out of here, you son of a bitch! And then they exploded. Oh, don't fuck with the Starks. Melisandre, you didn't die. You said you would. Is Davos gonna kill her? You sure about that? Okay. Wait, is that it? No, wait. Oh. Ah! Oh. Man, I'm gonna be able to sleep peacefully tonight because I'm exhausted. There's 3 more episodes. Ah! I can't deal with this show, man. Ugh. Ugh. That was... That was such a non-victory. Because we won. You bet your ass we won. But we lost a lot. We lost a lot. But this is what we've been building to since Scene 1, Episode 1, Season 1. The battle with the White Walkers. And it delivered. It delivered everything. That episode was an hour and 20 minutes. Oh! How do you top this? How are 3 more episodes going to top this? That was really good. Like, wow. Melisandre came back for one final episode, and she brought the Lord of Light with her. Holy Toledo. The Lord of Light came through in this one, I have to say. Like, you know what? I've had some issues with the Lord of Light for a while in this show. But you know what? The guy came through. So I'll give him that. Melisandre coming in, lighting crap on fire. Lighting up the Dothraki swords, lighting up the trenches. You know what? I'll give her that. I'll give her and the Lord of Light that. They came through to help. They really did. Where were the other gods on that? They didn't do anything that was very, important, like the Lord of Light did. So I will give him that. The Dothraki are gone. I don't know if any of them survived. Jorah did. Jorah survived, and he went out with the Dothraki. Maybe a couple of them survived, but not many. But yeah, most of the Dothraki are gone. I wrote down the storm. The storm that came with the White Walkers. I think that was really good. Now, here's something I'm going to admit to. I knew that this episode in particular was very darkly lit. I knew that. So many people were abuzz on social media. I didn't get any spoilers. I did not get any spoilers, but I knew that this episode was very dark to look at. So, because of that, I upped the brightness on my monitor to 75. Normally I keep it at 0 because I don't need brightness. But I bumped it up from 0 to 75. And I'm glad I did. Honestly, I probably could have bumped it up to 100 just to be safe, but I gotta say, from what I saw, thanks to, upping the brightness, this was a beautiful episode. This was really beautiful. My favorite shot, though, is when Drogon and Rhaegal are up above the storm, basically. That might be my favorite part. My favorite shot, at least. So yeah, fighting in the storm was very cool. I wrote down fall back. The fact that they did have to fall back. And fall back into Winterfell. Poor Winterfell. Poor Winterfell was just almost completely overtaken by these White Walkers. Poor Winterfell, but I guess of all the places in the north, Winterfell is the best place. I don't know, if there would be any other place. I don't know if there would be any other place in Westeros that would work for this battle. Winterfell was a pretty good, the fact that they could fall back at all. So that was interesting. I wrote down the trenches. I thought that was a good idea. Now, it's interesting. They had the trenches, and they were basically going to if we have to fall back, light up the trenches so that they can't get through. But they were trying to signal to Daenerys to light the trenches. But she didn't see it. Now, the other thing I was thinking, it's like, okay, Jon and Rhaegal are there, though. Jon and Rhaegal were just above, what's it called? I can't think of it. Well, I guess the place with the Weeping Willow. Isn't that what it's called? I think. But they were right there, and they didn't, like, they had to go and burn it themselves, but Jon didn't see the thing and go, hey, why don't I do that? I have a dragon. I love that Jon had a dragon. I'm so glad that Daenerys took him on a dragon ride in episode 1, just so that Jon can ride Rhaegal in this battle. You ruined horses for me. That was a terrible Jon Snow impression, but that's not the point. Okay. I wrote down Bran and forgive. That was Bran and Theon. He didn't exactly forgive him, but, it's like, everything you did led you to here, basically, which is good. I wrote down sacrifice the dead for a bridge. That was very clever, actually, which I think that's what the Night King, like, when he put his hand out, that's what he was commanding, basically. Was for them to do that. So yeah, some of the dead basically sacrificed themselves to put out the fire and create a bridge so that they could get in and then attack Winterfell. I thought that was really good. I like that they kind of had strategy, which is interesting. We've never really seen strategy from the White Walkers before, but with how big this is, it makes sense that the Night King would have to resort to something like that. He can't just do an all-out assault. The Hound and Arya, I like... It makes sense that the Hound sort of was... He was out of it for a moment. It's the same thing that happened at Blackwater and stuff like that. But I like that, Beric is trying to get him back in the fight, and the Hound doesn't want to, but then as soon as he sees that Arya is putting her all into this, as soon as he sees that Arya is out there fighting, then he goes back in and really doesn't have a problem again. So that's really good. Okay, the next thing I wrote down is the dragon fight. I got my dragon fight! Maybe could have been a little longer, but who cares? There was a dragon fight at all, and it was great. And it was mostly Rhaegal. That's the interesting thing, too. It was mostly Rhaegal taking on Viserion. So that was really cool, and then Drogon swooping in to save Rhaegal. It was just cool. It was amazing. The show gave us a dragon fight. I keep thinking back. It's so crazy. Think back to episode 1. Did anyone ever think we would get here? Anyone? This crazy epic battle with the White Walkers. This fight between dragons in the heavens. It's crazy. Now, granted, maybe, people who read the books or something, and they were teasing the White Walkers, and then at the end of season 1, they brought in the dragons. So maybe it's like, I don't know, it's like, and I've been watching this show for almost a year now, and I've just been watching episode after episode after episode after episode. I just keep going through this show, and it never once did it really cross my mind what this battle meant. How grand this battle at Winterfell would be. It's only recently that I realized, oh, there's going to be a dragon fight because the Night King has Viserion. It's just so crazy, but we got a dragon fight. And, at first, when it's the two of them, when it's Drogon and Rhaegal above the clouds, and then Viserion comes in and starts to attack them, and really, he gets close, I gotta say. He gets close. So, and then, and then he disappears back into the Night King's storm, which is just great, and they have to figure out, okay, how are we actually going to fight another dragon, basically? A dragon who is powered by the White Walkers, by the Night King. And then, we got more of a dragon fight where Rhaegal and Viserion were actually fighting. Oh, that was so cool. And then, back on the ground, we got the Night King. Okay, kind of. We almost got the Night King versus Jon. Jon, he got close. He was so close. But the Night King, I don't know. The Night King was never phased at all. I almost wonder, was he phased at the end? Did his expression change when Arya got to him? I want to go back and see that a bit. It's crazy just him going after Bran because he's the Three-Eyed Raven. Makes me think, what does Bran do now that they've defeated the White Walkers? What does the Three-Eyed Raven do without the White Walkers? Bran does kind of look scared there. It's kind of scared, and then he kind of accepts it. It's alright. Either that, or he knows Arya is coming. And Jon being pinned down. I think that's Viserion. Because of his neck, I think that's where Rhaegal injured him. Yeah, and then they notice, and there's Arya. Oh, see? Now, let me watch his face. Yeah, he notices. Alright, we don't get too much of his face, but he notices that she drops the dagger, which is brilliant. She drops the dagger, grabs it, and stabs him with her other arm. Which is brilliant. I love that. But, yeah. But we got the Night King almost facing Jon. I almost wish we could have seen an actual, fight. The Night King and the White Walkers in particular, none of them ever actually fought. The most we got was the Night King taking down Theon. But yeah, so yeah, that was crazy. And then the Night King bringing all of the dead back to life. Which makes sense. And basically just making everything worse. And even the crypts, even the dead Starks in the crypts of Winterfell came to life, which was crazy. Makes you think, did Ned Stark come back? Did the bones of Ned Stark come back to life? Did the bones of Lyanna Stark come back to life? I don't know. I actually had to turn the page to get other notes. Okay. I think Drogon is still alive. I think he was just sort of resting next to Daenerys at the end there. I think Drogon is still alive. And now, the big question I have to ask. Did Rhaegal die? Rhaegal might have died. Now, I think the dragon that Jon was pretty much fighting, or was about to go and fight, I think that was Viserion because of the holes. Because of the holes in his neck. I think that's the holes that Rhaegal put there, basically. Can I look? I don't even know where it is in the episode. It was a while ago. So I'm not entirely sure if Rhaegal is dead. I guess we'll find out, but... And this apparently refuses to load now. That's okay. Okay. And then Arya killed the Night King, which is interesting that Arya is the one that we have killed the Night King. That is interesting. I like it. It works. And, you know, the whole dropping the dagger and then hitting him. It works. All of it works. And, you know, Melisandre saw her, you know, shutting many eyes. And so it's interesting that it's like, this is her purpose. Arya's purpose was to kill the Night King, I guess. Interesting, you know, maybe if it was Jon, that would be more poetic, but he had his chance and he didn't get to it. So, I honestly thought it would have been cool if, like, just before, like, the Night King is about to hit Bran, and he just suddenly just stabs him with some Valyrian steel or dragonglass, and just like, tough luck, bitch. And he just explodes. That would have been cool too, but Arya works. I like it. And then, let's talk dead. Lyanna Mormont is dead. No! 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 Lyanna Mormont is dead. I hate that! This freaking feisty 10-year-old girl that keeps kicking ass and taking names. Dang it, she was like, I'm telling you, like, top 10. She's in the top 10 of my favorite characters. But she went out fighting. She killed a white giant. This badass 10-year-old girl did that. Ugh. Beric is dead. He served his purpose. He did serve his purpose. You know, the Lord of Light brought him back so he could be at the Battle of Winterfell. He served his purpose, and he's dead now. Ed. Last of the Night's Watch. Ed is dead. Although at this point, I'm not sure we need the Night's Watch anymore. But yeah, sucks that Ed is dead. Theon's dead. But Theon went out fighting. He went out fighting. And I like that. You know, he saw everything. Even Bran knew that Theon could not do this. Even Bran knew it, but he had to try. And he went over. It's just... And it just didn't work. It just did not work. And Jorah is dead. House Mormont is gone. Can we acknowledge that? House Mormont is gone. Jorah's dead. Lyanna's dead. We're gonna need a new Lord of Bear Island. Because the Mormonts are gone. Jorah's gone. But it does... I don't know. It almost... It's so weird to say. It almost makes sense. Like, all of these characters... Beric, Ed, Lyanna, Theon, Jorah... I feel like all of them were at the end of their stories. Like, they didn't have anything else to do. You know, if they had survived, then they would have just continued on to face Cersei. You could have still done that, yes. But Jorah had gone through, especially Jorah. I feel like this is the end of his story. So it's like, even though, yes, Jorah, Theon, Beric, Lyanna, Ed, all of these characters have died in this episode. But at the same time, it's kind of satisfying. Maybe not Lyanna. I liked her. But all of them, it is almost satisfying. They went out fighting, and fighting for a good cause. Whereas when you have characters like, okay, go back to the Crypt with Tyrion and Varys and Sansa, it doesn't feel like their stories are over, actually. And you can say the same thing about Jon and Daenerys. Their stories are not over, so they had to keep going. But everyone else, it does feel like their stories are done now. And does it suck that we won't have them? Yeah. But their stories are over. They're all done. Except Lyanna. I wanted Lyanna to keep going and just keep being awesome. I don't know why. This is so weird. I never expected this character. I never expected this, just a random 10-year-old girl to just be one of my favorite characters. But she went out fighting like a warrior. And the same is true of Melisandre. Melisandre went out, well, didn't go out fighting, but her story was done. She had fulfilled her purpose. The Lord of Light had finished. We're done. You know, just like Beric, she served her purpose. So she finally took off the necklace, and it powered down, too. And she just went, aged, and died of old age. So it makes sense. This was amazing. Sad. Very hard, but amazing. I really love this episode. Probably the greatest battle we've had on this show. 3 episodes remain. We are halfway through the season. That could have been it. We could have just been like, all right, we're done. Bye. It's like, if they just ended it here, it'd be like, all right, fine. I'm done. I'm fine. It's like, yeah, what happened? What about the Iron Throne? Who cares about the Iron Throne? Did you see that? So, yeah. What I can only assume is next time, we're going to pick up the pieces and we're heading south. That's all I can assume, but we'll have to see. Yeah, I'm very curious to see where we're going after this. So, yeah. That's pretty much that, I think. Yeah. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.